Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Thermacell, which is a really great product that I recommend. Not sponsored in the slightest, but it's a product that I use every time I go duck hunting or deer hunting. And it's just this little bad boy right here. This is their newest line or age, I would say. I've been using these products for about 5 years now. All you do is turn them on and go. They just use fuel and a little bit of cartridge. And this is their older model, which I found in my garage that I lost like 2 years ago, and it's still running strong. If you can tell, there's a little bit of smoke coming out of there, but super easy to use, especially for hiking or anything like that. Just toss it on your backpack, throw it on your back. I've not used any bug spray today at all. Walking out here, I did not use the Thermacells yet, and I was just getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. But now that I have them on, I have not been touched, or at least I haven't noticed I've been touched by mosquitoes like I was in the past. So just watch out for that. But yeah, let's get on with the video. So right now in Minnesota, it is about 90 degrees, 80% humidity, nice and hot. So perfect area that the mosquitoes like. It actually just rained, and then there's a marsh behind you guys, probably 200 yards, that doesn't get any movement at all. So just a great area for mosquitoes to breed. So one thing that I really enjoy using the Thermacells for is duck hunting, especially for the earlier season where it's not quite cold enough to get all those bugs away from you. And then also for this food plot area where it's very green, as you can tell, with the rain just hitting, it makes a really good area for them to just kind of sit in, and then they just come and attack you, it seems. Or when you're hiking and stuff too. One thing that a lot of people also use, but I've lost, is the little hiking clip. So the clip goes on the back, and when you turn it on, it just goes right on your side. That way when you're walking, it's still expelling that repellent. So you can still have that effect without actually needing to use bug spray. So pretty easy to use. What we'll do is right here at the bottom, you just pull down on it, which will show you the, I think it's butane, I don't know, some sort of gas that it uses. This one you can tell is almost out, but it still should work for our purposes. Right here just has an off on button, and then we're gonna click start, and you can hear it. And because it's really light outside, you guys probably won't be able to see it, but there is a nice little flame that you can see engaged in there, and I can already smell it repelling that repellent out. So while I'm sitting here, I'm already getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, which is pretty great. I'd prefer not to do that, but wanted to show you guys that right now, even without this, that the bugs are really bad. So with this going on, I'll probably just give it a little bit of time, do a couple things out here while we wait, and then we can see, so you guys can see the proof. So product wise, what it ends up using is this little repellent pad, which we'll take out of it. And we're gonna test out this older model to see if it still works for us. So it's just nice and blue. So when it stops being blue, it kind of turns like a whitish gray color. That's when you know that all the repellent's out of it. And then down below, maybe. There we go. This is where we'll put in the gas. So we'll just pull off the top, push it in. Twist it in there. Shut it back up. And then this one's a little bit different. It has an on-off switch, which you guys should have been able to hear that. And then I heard it ignite, and now I'm just gonna check it real quick, make sure. And yep, that one's going as well. So the main active ingredient that the Thermacell uses is D-cis transaltherin. which is 22%-ish of what this cartridge is. Don't know what that is, but it works really well against mosquitoes. Right now I'm about 6-7 feet away from the Thermacells, and one thing that I can say is these little handheld ones, they have a very small limited range where they are very effective. So I would say it's really only 3 to 4 feet, like that's as far away as you can be. So if you do have like a 2-person hunting group, you each need your own, or else you're going to start having one person getting eaten up, or you're gonna put it in between you and then you're just both gonna be like slightly good. So just one thing to watch out for, especially they do have larger ones that they do allow you to use, which cover a bigger area. I have not used those, so I don't know if those are effective or not, but my assumption would be that they're just stronger Thermacells in general. On the side note, checking out the food plot here, you can tell that the clover is doing really well. Like this particular plant is, you know, what, about a foot tall at least. Good competition going on with the radish and turnips and other species that we introduce. We also have some buckwheat and other things as well, especially for the deer to eat during fall time and winter time as well. Another thing that we keep out here is a mineral lick and then also a salt block. The mineral lick is all gone. I can't find it anymore, and that was brand new this year, so that was one of those big 50-pound blocks. So we're gonna need to get another one out here. Thankfully they're pretty cheap, but it's something that's really crucial for deer production. Is they just need those minerals, and it's a great way to get those does and fawns in this area, even the bucks as well, because they need the minerals as well. The salt lick is something that they also find beneficial. They don't use as much of it, it seems, so they last a lot longer. Also, other animals really do enjoy them as well, so if you're looking to have a really good healthy wild animal population in your area, very beneficial. One thing to note with the Thermacells is that they don't protect you from like flies and stuff like that. The flies don't care about the whatever active ingredients that the Thermacells run. So if you are primarily worried about flies, those are not going to be stopped by this. But the mosquitoes, it does a very effective job at. I'm not sure if it comes off on camera, but you can see that they're both smoking right now. So that scent is carrying up for the mosquitoes, and it pushes the mosquitoes away from you. Like I said, if you're going to be hiking, be sure to have that hiking clip on. It's just a little plastic add-on. Usually it just gets shipped with them. And that's a great way to just have it on your hip, and it keeps it going on the outside of your body. I've never had either of these go out on me when they still have fuel. Like even if you're moving them around, put them upside down, all that stuff, it doesn't really seem to impact them at all. You can see that there's two different colorings of the cartridge itself. This one's very light blue. It's because it's almost done with the cartridge. When the cartridge gets lower, it does have less of an effective rate, so just keep that in mind. This one does really well. Right now you can see it's smoking quite a bit. It probably just has a bit more moisture in it, so it's able to spit out a little bit extra. So the personal Thermacells, what would I say for should you get it or should you not? Are they effective or are they not? 100% they are effective. They are really good against mosquitoes, but they're not good about anything else, you know, like flies or anything like that. If that's a problem that you're trying to resolve, at least these repellent pads, they do not do that job. But for long lasting, working really well, I would say that is a plus. You know, is it going to be as good as DEET because DEET repels a lot of different things? No, because DEET is just very effective against, you know, a various amount of bugs, whereas this is specifically for mosquitoes. So if that's the main thing that you're going for, definitely worth it. The other thing is they're only 20 bucks. So if this is something that you want to end up trying, it's not a huge investment to see if it works for you. Especially for the people that don't want to put DEET on their bodies, completely understand that. You know, that's up to your prerogative. For me, I don't care either way. I kind of hate how DEET makes you feel. You know, you feel a little bit slimy and stuff like that. So I personally like the Thermacells. That's just my opinion, but I think they're well worth it. Again, we're not sponsored or anything like that. I've just been using their product for about 5 years now, so figured I should let you guys know what I think of them. Great for hunting, camping, fishing, literally anything. Some people would say for hunting, especially like deer, you might not want to use them because of the smell. But if you're going to use bug spray for it, what's the difference? Because they can smell that too. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Thermacells below as well. I love hearing feedback. Personally, I love them. I think they're great. I like using them. Other people use DEET that I go hunting with. Completely fine. That works really well for them. So it's just personal preference up to that point. With that in mind, some people will say, well, you have to refill them and stuff like that. But just like DEET, you have to reapply, or, you know, the can goes out because you're going to use all of it at some point. These are the same way. The fuel charges that you put in the bottom, they last about 12 hours is what they state. And then the blue pads that go on the inside, I would say they're effective for about 4 hours. And then all you do is you push a new pad in, which pushes the old pad out, and you're ready to go again. So you can look up that price point on those to see if maybe that's a reason why you wouldn't want to use them. But I would say it's not much different pricing compared to, you know, a can of spray for mosquitoes. With that in mind, guys, be sure to check out our merch shop. That is something that keeps us going. If you like seeing these videos, let us know. And thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.